सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या योग विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। ओम शंकरं शंकराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्य कृतौ वंदे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म विद्या योग विद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ज्ञान योग दर्शन ज्ञान द्वारा आत्मानुभूति द्वारा कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः शास्त्राणां पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति द्वारा विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगति द्वारा विश्व शांति कल्याण एकता प्राप्त्यर्थमस्मिन् कर्मणि निष्ठितानां निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रस्य व्यास भाष्य समेत अध्ययनस्य प्रयत्नं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। आदौ योग दर्शन आचार्याणां स्मरणम्। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। ओम हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। हिरण्यगर्भाय कपिलमहर्षये नमः। पतंजलि महर्षये 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 नमः। व्यास महर्षेण व्यास महर्षेण व्यास महर्षेण व्यास महर्षेण व्यास महर्षेण व्यास महर्षेण मत श्री पतंजलि महर्षि प्रणीत योग दर्शन शास्त्रम द्वितीय पादः साधना पादः सूत्राणि। ओम तपस्वाध्याय ईश्वर प्रणिधानानि क्रिया योगः समाधि भावनार्थः क्लेश तनुकरणार्थश्च। अविद्या अस्मिता राग द्वेष अभिनिवेशाः पंचक्लेशाः अविद्या क्षेत्रमुत्तरेषां प्रसुप्ततनुविच्छिन्न उदाहरणाम् अनित्या शुचि दुःखानात्मसो नित्य शुचि सुख आत्मख्यातिरविद्या दृग्दर्शनशक्त्योः एकात्मता इव अस्मिता सुखानुशयी रागः दुःखानुशयी द्वेषः स्वरसवाही विदुषोऽपि तथारूढः अभिनिवेशः ते प्रतिप्रसवहेयाः सूक्ष्माः ध्यानहेयाः तद्वृत्तयः क्लेशमूलः कर्माशयः दृष्टा दृष्टजन्म वेदनीयः सति मूले तद्विपाकः जात्यायुर्भोगाः ते ह्लादा परितापफलाः पुण्यापुण्यहेतुत्वात्। All these we have seen 14 sutras. The 15th one we are studying because of its details, deep depth and exhaustiveness as commented by Vyasa Bhagavan and as required for all of us also to understand, because at the crux and crucial level is this sutra standing on the path of sadhana. First chant the sutra, then literal meaning, then one third of it we have seen. We'll go further. The sutra is Parinama Tapa Samskara Dukkhaihi Guna Vritti Avirodhacha Dukkham Eva Sarvam Vivekinaha Parinama Tapa Samskara Dukkhaihi Guna Vritti Avirodhacha Dukkham Eva Sarvam Vivekinaha Parinama Tapa Samskara Dukkhaihi Guna Vritti Avirodhacha Dukkham Eva Sarvam Vivekinaha. That is what. So Vivekinaha Sarvam Dukkham Eva. For a Viveki, everything other than pursuit of Brahman, even the Sukha which is Sukha to others, is Dukkham Eva. Unless that Viveka is born, we will not get out of our tempting world of indulgence. Without that, to the true yoga sadhana, we won't become qualified and we can't enter deep into the Chitta Vritti Nirodhatmaka Samadhi and Sampragnata Samadhis. Then Paravairagya, Viveka Khyati, then Vritti Nirodha, Atmanamurti. These will never happen. Therefore, for general people, because of their punya karmas done, accordingly only, the Jatyayur Bhogarupi Karma Vipaka becomes the givers of Hlada and Paritapa. That was the earlier sloka or sutra. Te Hlada Paritapa Valaha Punya Hetutvat. They means Jatyayur Bhogaha. The birth, the longevity and variety of experiences give us sukha, give sukha to those people for whom the punya was done lot. Those who have done apunya or papa, For them, the Jatyayur Bhoga, which are Karma Vipaka, are the givers of the Dukkha only. Here it is called as Paritapa. So Hlada Paritapa is Sukha and Dukkha. The Hlada Paritapa Phalaha is givers of Sukha and Dukkha are these three Jatyayur Bhoga, because they are obtained through the Punya Karma and Apunya Karma. So Punya se kiya, the Jatyayur Bhoga become the Hlada Karana, and the Papa kiya, the Jatyayur Bhoga become the Karana for the Paritapa or the Dukkha. Now, Viveki, from his own experiences, from the experience of the others observed, he discovers everywhere there is dukkha only. Therefore, he doesn't want at all any of the things. He just want only the Paramatma. There he becomes a yogi. He does the sadhana and reaches out. Then, where are the things, or what are the reasons by which he sees the dukkha? Four are mentioned: Parinama dukkha, Tapa dukkha, Samskara dukkha. Then, fourth one is Gunavrutti Avirodha. Gunavrutti Avirodhacha Dukkhameva Sarvam Vivekinah. So yesterday, day before, 2 days we have spent in doing how his Viveka works in seeing the Dukkha in the Parinama. Therefore, he never takes an initiative only to enter into that. फिलहाल तो अच्छा लग रहा है, right now very joyful, like those who have sinusitis problem, so give them ice cream. The ice cream is so tempting to them, but then they know if they have that ice cream, how their sinus problem will give the entire facial, body, muscle pain for 3-4 days. So परिणाम दुख देखा, इसलिए इस आइसक्रीम में दूसरों को जैसा सुख दिखता है वैसा उनको नहीं दिखता है, दुख ही दिखता है. Very gross example. Same way, little subtle, deeper understanding. Say, this yogi in his Viveka Sthiti always sees dukkha in the bhoga of the world. Yehi samsparshaja bhoga dukkha yene yavate adyavanta kaunteya. Therefore, na teshu ramate buddha. A wise person never indulges in the sukha bhoga of the objects of the world through senses or mind. So, it's a very beautiful test, or the measuring rod is given to all of us. Ki are we on spiritual path? Are we yogi or not? Are we viveki or not? If we are still finding sukha in the objects of the world, we are still aviveki. We are not matured at all. We are not spiritual at all. Vivekina sarvam dukkham. Therefore, the one who finds sukha in the world is still in aviveki. So we become viveki. So we have seen yesterday how this viveki doesn't just jump into the object when it is put in front, he goes through the contemplation. We have seen all of that, the four things. Ki Ragajah klesha is formed, Dveshajah klesha is formed, Mohajah klesha is formed. Then the fourth one, Himsa Janya klesha is formed, because without doing Himsa to someone, we cannot have Bhoga. Therefore, the Himsa Janya Karmashaya will be formed. So, Tata Chuktam na Anupahatya Bhutani Upavogaha Sambhavati iti Himsa Krutaha pi asti Shariraha Karmashaya. So the deep karmashas happen of these four forms in any of the indulgence of the bhoga. Therefore, that later on leads to dukkha. Knowing this later dukkha, this yogi finds dukkha even in the beginning. Therefore, he doesn't join in that, doesn't enter. उसको continue करते हुए कि yesterday we have seen a very very important discussion कि विषय सुखम च अविद्या इति उक्तम. The Vishaya Sukham is only an ignorant person goes for it. If it properly contemplates and thinks, you will understand the falsehood in that, shortcoming in that, problems in that. Therefore, you will refrain from it. You and I, as spiritual seekers of truth, if this point we don't learn and practice in our life, all our spirituality remains only up to the class level, up to some listening level, maybe little intellectual appearance, appreciation. Neither sadhana will happen nor anubhava will come to us, nor we become mukta if this point of yoga is not got by us. This viveki we have to do. है ना? Let us do all sadhana, abhyasa vairagya. Let us do tapaswadhyaya ishwar pranidhana kriya yoga. Let us do yamani asana pranayama pratyahara dharana dhyana samadhi ashtanga yoga. But for all of them, the base is this one. Because to do that sadhanas, you have to fully involve in them with all your faculties. When our faculties are running only into the world for embracing the bhoga, all the knowledge of the abhyasa vairagya become only theory. We will never do it. इसलिए उन सब साधनाओं को इफेक्टिवली करने के लिए बेस के रूप में दुःखमेव सर्व विवेकिन स्थिति वी हैव टू इनेविटेबली रीच. That is why later on, when we come to the sadhana level, sadhanas are important. But at this present moment, where our mind is running the world, at this moment of ours, this sutra is more important than any one of them. So become this viveki. Parinama tapa samskara dukkaihi gudavritya virodhacha dukkham eva sarvam vivekinaha. That should happen in our heart. Then only what is said in Gita, Asanga Shastrena Drudena Chitva, Nirmana Moha, Jit Sanga Dosha, Adhyatma Nitya, Vinurta Kama, Dvanda Vimukta, Sukha Sanga, Gachantya Mudaha, Padamavayam, that all of that we can do. Very, very important. So, ki ya bhogeshu indriyanam truptehe upashanti tat sukham. Okay, ya bhogeshu indriyanam truptehe upashanti tat sukham. And in the indulgence aspect, what's happening? When the indriyas are getting the particular objects, there is upashanti in the indriya that we are defining as the sukha. इंद्रियों में और अंतःकरण में तो उपशांति मिलती है when we indulge in the world, that we are deciding as sukha. Point 1. Point 2, yeah, laulyad anupashanti. Extreme greed is there, any number of amounts are given, still we are not happy finding the upashanti. Anupashanta sthiti, when it is there, it is a dukkha. This is what the definition is given. So keep the definition intact. We are not touching it, we are not troubling it. But we are highlighting another point. What's another point? Ki nacha indriyanam bhogabhyasena vaitrushnyam kartum shakyam. This is the main statement of fact. The one who is able to understand with logic is the most lucky fellow. What is the sentence here? Ki indriyanam bhoga abhyasena vaitrushnyam kartum na shakyam. So for the indriyas, by making them or allowing them to indulge in the objects called as bhoga abhyasena, the freedom from its trishna, freedom of the indriyas from its trishna towards the object can never be achieved. सो इंद्रियों के द्वारा विषयों में निवल करते जाने से इंद्रियों में विषयों के प्रति वितृष्णा, डिटैचमेंट कभी कभी नहीं होगा. तो भोग अभ्यास से भोग वासना बढ़ेंगे, वितृष्णा नहीं होगी, तृष्णा नहीं जाएगी. हाउ इज इट सो, व्हाई इज इट सो? द टू रीजंस आर सेड. वन इज व्हाट कि कस्मात् यतः भोगाभ्यासम अनु विवर्धन्ते रागाः. With every of the abhyas of the bhoga, the raga for it grows. Can we pause some 15-20 seconds to allow this thought to sink in us? With more and more bhoga abhyasa, the raga for that bhoga goes on getting strengthened only. Bhoga abhyasam anu ragaha vivardhate. Bhoga abhyasam anu ragaha vivardhante. Bhoga abhyasam anu रागाः विवर्धन्ते. भोगाभ्यासम अनु विवर्धन्ते रागाः. भोगाभ्यासम अनु विवर्धन्ते रागाः. This trick of the mind, if you can really understand, there is a possibility for us to help ourselves as a truly growing spiritual seekers, not merely students of the Shastra. Bhogaabhyasam anu vivardhante ragaha. That is what is a shloka by that yayati. Na jatu kamaha kamanam bhogena upashamyati. Havisha Krishna vartmaiva bhuyeva abhivardate. Na jatu kamaha kamanam upabhogena shamyati. So kamanam kamaha upabhogena na shamyati. The desire for the object never gets quieted by the indulgence. Havisha Krishna Vartmaiva, like the fire, Krishna Vartma is fire. Havisha means oblations. When you offer oblations, ghee and petrol to the fire, वो कम होता है कि बढ़ता है? भूय एव अभिवर्तते. भूय means more and more. Same here it is said. भोगाभ्यासम अनु विवर्धते रागाः. Therefore, that wrong notion that when I indulge in the objects, that bhoga, I will be satisfied, then I can grow out of it. This way, mind cheat karte हुए, right from the age of 15-20 onwards, till the age of 99 not out, it makes us indulge in the thing. इतना enjoy करो, अब छोड़ देते हैं. वो enjoy करो, अब छोड़ देते हैं. अरे भाई जितना एंजॉय करो डिजायर बढ़ते ही है. Now because of this only there is a frustration in the world people, that by indulging in the objects, the raga for them it has grown so much, but they have no abilities, etc. All that the frustration they express in the form of becoming angry and cranky and behaving so funnily in a perverted manner. देखो, तो दिस कैनॉट बी चेंज्ड फॉर योर कन्वीनियंस. समझे, ऐसा कुछ तरीका है कि आई एंजॉय द भोग एंड स्टिल द राग शुड नॉट ग्रो. सॉरी, और कुछ मांगो, हो सकता होगा, बट इट इज नॉट सो. Keep away, the raga goes away. Indulge, raga grows. That keeping away said in Gita, second chapter. Vishayaha vinivartante niraharasya dehinaha. So niraharasya dehinaha sadhakare vishayaha object vinivartante, go away, niraharasya. And if you are not involving in them, they go away. If you involve in them, they come more and more. राग बढ़ेगा, देख लो. Therefore, any time now or not the coffee is in front, I will not have baba, उसके लिए राग बढ़ेगा. That's all also na, you have it again, one more cup, अगले दिन भी, every day it becomes a more important constitutional law than the law of constitution, that I must have coffee every day at this time. ये जन्म स्वराज हमारा जन्म सिद्ध अधिकार है. Like that, toward the bhoga we have the feeling of adhikar. Today I was observing morning 5 o'clock, my mind was telling to have coffee. 5:40 by then. So, अरे यार ठीक है, coffee is yours, everything is there, you can drink it, nobody can stop. But then it will become a habit every day. Because विषय भोग से राग अनुवर्तते. Contemplation. Then slowly in this way, we can come out of it. And then our goal is what? Through the yoga abhyasa, vritti nirodha, and discovering the identity with the self and get kaivalya prapti. That knowledge, when it is strong and desire to know the truth is strong, keeping that goal in the mind, these contemplations, thinkings, understandings, sacrifices become meaningful and fruitful and effortful, the joyful, effortless. वो वाला गोल दिमाग में नहीं ना, तो फिर कोई क्यों चाय क्यों छोड़ेगा, कॉफी क्यों छोड़ेगा. You will enjoy only that one. So bhogabhyasena vivardhante ragaha. One problem. Second problem is what? कि कौशलानि च इंद्रियाणाम इति विवर्धन्ते. The इंद्रियों का कुशलता भी बढ़ेगा. Expertise of the sense organs in demanding the objects variety way in different expressions, and then it starts ordering only. ये उसका अपना आदत हो जाता है. It is in life also, you see, like somebody you loved. Out of expression of that love, you started giving things to them and all. It becomes an order to demand to them. That is the children order the parents, grandparents. उस बेवकूफ जो 6-7 साल का है, how come he has got the capacity to order नाना नानी दादा दादी? It's because these fellows started feeding him. उसका कुशलता बढ़ गया अभी. He will sentimentally, emotionally blackmail to get the things from you. So to the Indriyas will find their own variety of powerful logics, etc. to demand the variety of things. अच्छा ये टेस्ट किया ना, अभी वो भी टेस्ट करो, वो भी किया ना, ऐसा करो. अरे यार ऐसे तो खाया, लेकिन ये मिलाकर तो नहीं खाया, और इस बार ऐसा मिलाएंगे, अब वो मिलाएंगे. So this is called as kushalata of the Indriyas, which is at our own destruction. There's no end to that. In this world, if from one potato 100 items are brought out, if from one rice, idli, dosha, 1000 things are brought out, it is called Indra Kushalata. Indriyas want to enjoy the same thing in variety of forms, by variety of the experiments and new ways of it. That's what Kushalata. Indriyanam Kushalata. You can give any example. That evening, 10, 15 time in the winter time before the the sun setting, that cool atmosphere, बगीचे में ही अभी थोड़ा भी सन है, बढ़िया सा पकौड़े शकौड़े बनाकर, चाय काफी लाकर, ऐसे बातें करते. These are all इंद्रिय कुशलता. It talks about all those added things. And it imagines the sukha in that. And we बेवकूफ लोग उसके बहाने में बातों में बहकाव में इतने आ जाते हैं that we get lost because intellect is not intact. That is why the difference between Viveki and Aviveki. Only a Viveki can do this. Aviveki will justify that. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? I'm doing anyway my morning evening meditation and coming to your classes, doing homework also. सब जपा भी मैं कर रहा हूँ. अब इतना कर रहा हूँ तो 2-4 इंद्रियों में जाने से क्या फर्क? अरे बाबा, that is what will trouble you. ये सब वासनाएं बन कर स्ट्रांग बनेंगे वो. When we know that our goal is Paramatma, when we know they are obstruction Paramatma, you should immediately reject them. Health is the goal. Then these aspects, when I take, health is spoiled. Then you have to reject it. No, where is the question of discussion? But then that's how the minds function. आखिरी दम तक मन ना नहीं छोड़ता हमको. Till we reach Paramatma Anubhava and even establishing. अनुभव के बाद भी लुढ़काएगा मन when you take it for granted. We have to continue checking, controlling mind till we establish in that mind and senses. Both. So, भोगाभ्यासेन विवर्धन्ते रागाः भोगाभ्यासेन इंद्रियाणां कौशलानि विवर्धन्ते. हो गया इति. Therefore, conclusion तस्मात् अनुपायः सुखस्य भोगाभ्यासः इति. तो भोगों का अभ्यास सुख का उपाय नहीं है, वो तो दुख का कारण है. दिस इज व्हाट विवेकी दैट वे कम्स टू कंक्लूजन. ओके, example is given. स खलु अयम वृश्चिकः विषभीतः इव आशीविषेण दष्टः. Frightened of the scorpion's bite, he went to a place where he was bitten by the snake itself. Oh, then next one, यह सुखार्थी. Therefore, the one who is seeking the sukha in the vishayas, vishayanuvasitah, having indulged in the vishayas, mahati dukkha panke nimagna iti. He will be involving in more and more the daldal of the dukkha iti. This is called as esha parinama dukkhata nama pratikula. This is the parinama dukkhata rupi pratikulata hai. Therefore, sukhavastayam api, even in the tempting explanation or advertising of sukha, योगिनम एवं क्लिश्नाति. ये योगी को वो उस समय भी क्लेश देता है, इसलिए योगी वहां नहीं जाता है. Again, I am reading the sentence for you. यह सुखार्थी विषयानुवासितः महति दुख पंके निमग्नः. जब सुख चाहने वाला विषयों में जा रहा है तो दुख के दलदल में फंसता जाएगा. पॉइंट 1. सेकंड वन, अथ सॉरी दुःखता नाम एषा परिणाम दुःखता नाम प्रतिकूला. सो देयरफॉर दिस परिणाम में दुख देने वाला अभी दिखने वाला सुख जो है प्रतिकूल है. सुखावस्थायाम अपि, इवन दो फॉर द कॉमन मैन इट गिव्स ए सुख, योगिनम एव क्लिश्नाति. ओनली द वन हु इज ए विवेकी, ए योगी, and wanting to do the yoga sadhana and really doing yoga sadhana, क्लिश्नाति. It will frighten them. It will give dukkha to them, therefore they won't. You can see this another example of the sports people and the film artists. Those are just making their career in the movies. How much of money they get? But do you think they indulge in all bhoga? If you go and see the personal life every day of any of the film actors, बेचारे कितने घंटे वो लोग और डाइट को कंट्रोल करना, फिर एक्सरसाइजेस करना करते रहते हैं. Then only they can maintain the status of the health that they can get the offers in movies. Very, very important they are. And that's why once their peak time is over, that kitne bhi care le lo, then they can't be. Who offers stop happening, then they become indulgent in all the bhoga. Within few months, years, you can see totally out of shape. In the same way, sports persons, as long as they are in the peak period and in the selected group, how many hours of the practice they do, खाने वाने को तो इतना दूर रखते हैं. That's how they maintain the figure they can run between wickets. Once their chance of that is over, because the new generation comes, you have to give chance to everyone. Then ये लोग रोक देते हैं, खेलने का मौका मिला नहीं, खत्म. They stop that exercises and all. Within few months, you can see the whole akhanda mandalakaram, the stomach bulging happens. To everyone that way. Those are doing yoga asanas. As much they have the charm for that, they'll be able to do and maintain. एक बार रोक दिया तो योगासन जाकर भोगासन हो जाता है. Then they become अखंड मंडलाकार. Dukkhameva vivekinah. Until that time they are viveki. Therefore, in the sukha they are seeing dukkha, therefore they are not going into. You and I being the Paramatma Prapta Laksha Yogi, for us, not like those professional for some time. उनको बाद में पैसे इतने आ गए तो करियर के बिना भी चलता है, they're happy. But ours is not that. No, our goal is knowing Paramatma. For us, in all sukha, seeing dukkha, continuously should be there till we experience Paramatma. And why this price we have to pay? Because the joy of discovering Paramatma is infinitely greater than any of the other Vishaya indulgences. If this thought one can entertain very strongly, then the willingness will be there to give up the bhoga. And that bhoga always, please remember, in the beginning it is suppression. Thereafter it's a virtue, it's a sublimation. That good that I could avoid my excessive sleep, good that I could avoid eating all this, the what you call either non-veg or oily things, that I am able to maintain my sattva level better. So in this way, fire suppression, बाद में sublimation, then having a virtue. This is how throughout life we have to. On the whole, before we leave this body or within as shortest span of time, zero interest in any of the Vishaya Bhogas, we have to come to the level. If this is done in this very life itself, the mind is free, we can focus for our sampraknyata and reach out Paramatma. If not, at least in the next life, we'll be able to do it. If you carry the load of the seeing the sukha in the Vishayas, vasanas go on getting formed, 10 के 1000 के लाखों जन्म भी लग जाए, हमको मुक्ति का कोई नजर भी नहीं होता, उसका खुशबू भी नहीं होता. ठीक है? Now comes the next one, important thing. अथ का ताप दुःखता. So परिणाम दुःख is explained with this. परिणाम में दुख देखता है, इसलिए शुरुआत में भी दुख देखता है जो दूसरों के लिए सुख है. Therefore the viveki will not go for it. Second is what? अथ का ताप दुःखता. Then what is second ताप दुःखता? Viveki sees कि सर्वस्य द्वेष अनुविद्धः चेतना चेतन साधनाधीनः ताप अनुभव इति. है कि नहीं? When we are trying to get the sukha, whoever gives an obstruction and gives dukkha, or we are not going for sukha, but somebody came in our life and gave us dukkha, whom we love only. They can be chetana or achetana. So chetana, achetana, sadhana, adhinaha, sarvasya desha anuvidda tapa anubhavaha. Is it not? Where there is dvesha, there is tapa comes. Because somebody already are dvesh कर रहे हैं, तो उसको देखते ही हमको ताप हो जाता है, दुख. Second is what? If we are getting a dukkha for some reason or the other, for the source of that dukkha, it can be a person or a thing, we develop the dvesha rupi klesha in us. Point one. Note that one. तत्र अस्ति द्वेषजः कर्माशयः. Therefore, द्वेष का कर्म वासनाएं उस दुख के कारण, ताप के कारण बनते हैं हमारा अंदर. Then सुख साधनानि च प्रार्थयमानः कायेन वाचा मनसा च परिस्पंदते. देखो, what do we do by thought, word and deed towards the sukha sadhana? We start courting them. We start becoming the appeasing person of that particular source. So then tataha param anugrunnati upahanti chaiti. After that, sometime we get the favors from them, sometimes we don't get them. Whenever we get, we are loving towards them. When we don't get, we become angry towards them. Iti para anugraha pida abhyam dharma dharma upachinoti. By this way doing anugraha to other, by this way doing pida to other, धर्म और अधर्म का हमको वासनाएं संस्कार कलेक्ट करना पड़ता है. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज ताप संस्कार. ओके, व्हाट इज स कर्माशयः. दैट कर्माशयः लोभात् मोहाच्च भवति इति एषा ताप दुःखता उच्यते. देन इट गोज ऑन क्रिएटिंग मोर एंड मोर लोभ एंड मोह. दिस इज ऑफ द ताप संस्कार. Okay, what is the tapa samskara here? Ki you want to enjoy something, so you go for the source. The source sometimes gives or doesn't give. Then whenever that doesn't come to us, in the tapa develops in our mind. When the tapa develops, we don't stop there. Somehow or the other, from the source, we have to get the sukha. Then what do we do that? We try to court them through our kaya vacha mansa. वाणी से, मन से, शरीर से जिनसे हमको सुख मिलना है, उनको हम ना खुशियां देने का कोशिश करते हैं. उसका संस्कार बन रहा है ना अंदर. अब नहीं मिला खुशी, फिर अगेन गुस्सा आ जाता है और उसका भी संस्कार पड़ रहा है. So in this way, in trying to make people happy or miserable because of our wanting to expect sukha or get sukha from them. धर्म अधर्म का संस्कार हमारे अंदर बन रहे हैं. These are called as ताप संस्कारास. Dharma dharma upachiti sa karma ashayaha, and those tapa samskaras lead to lobha and moha bhavati iti esha tapa dukkha ta uchyate. So that is what the tapa dukkha he will experience it. What is the tapa here? See, like somebody is giving you sukha. So to get the sukha, how much you love that person or how much you quote that person, to this Viveki, thought is what? In trying to make the other person happy, in getting sukha from that, he finds the tapa. "Eh, काय की बेवकूफी है?" To get some small little favor from that person, I am doing so much of sacrifice of my self-respect. That is the tapa dukkha. And even after doing all that, if you're not getting that favored thing from the thing or being, then really become gussa. That is double tapa dukkha. And remember, with your courting, let us say the object or the thing has given the sukha. But rukta hai kya wahan? Will it not become the lobha? Again, with the lobha means added a greed for the continuation of the sukha. Again, you expect from the thing or being. Again, the silsila is same. Sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't listen. So in this way, the mind may, depending on the people or things for the sukha, we are only creating dukkha only. That tapa dukkha unko hota hai. Earlier one was संस्कार रूप में परिणति हो रहा है इस भोगों का, इसलिए वो परिणाम दुख कहा उन्होंने. यहाँ इसको कहा ताप दुख. No, for the example, we read in that, what that text it is, Vairagya Shatakam. About the wealth it is written. इन भागवतन तो वेल्थ के बारे में तो हमको 8-10 चीजें बताए. If you remember it. In the 11th skanda, one of the chapters came. So what is that? Sampraptan param nacha samprati nacha praptau dhudha pratyan vancha matra falanapi vayam tyaktum na shakyaha. For example, धन क्या है ना, जब उसका डिजायर होता है, in mind there is dukkha. When you have to earn that money, that time also there is dukkha. When the money is earned sufficiently, that time also it is dukkha, because how to save it or grow it. And while spending it also there is dukkha. And when somebody has looted that or income tax wale aakar raid kiya, tab bhi dukkha. So this is called a tapa dukkha. Always tension, always anxiety about that. Example is given for us to catch the point. In the example of this tea and coffee, tapa dukh kya hua कि you have to get up, you have to go and fetch the milk and make that one. और कभी उस स्टोव के ऊपर ही उबल जाता है, कभी पानी ज़्यादा, दूध कम या चीनी कम, चीनी ज़्यादा. कोई at the time you made 1 cup of coffee, that time only somebody comes guest, तो you have to give that fellow. Then तुमको क्वांटिटी नहीं मिलेगा, ताप ही बचा उधर. This is said again in Bhagavatam in another context as what, the beautiful word used is it, Parishrama, Shrama eva hi kevalam. Finally, क्या बचा हमको? श्रम ही बचा है. That shrama is called as tapa. It's always shrama only. Because even though you are getting result, you wanting to repeat it, no lobha. No, that lobha भी एक ताप का ही कारण है कि नहीं, और चाहिए वाला. The same thing which we desired earlier, when it is fulfilled, it becomes lobha. As much it was pain at the time of status of desire, so much will be it is a pain at the time of becoming greed also, when it is fulfilled. Not fulfilled, there is an angry ka taap hai, anger ka. So in this way, he is seeing the tapa in that. In that tapa, there is dukkha. So parinama dukkha, tapa dukkha. Vaipa nahi chahiye mujhe. This is how the yogi sees dukkha in that. He doesn't go. Viveki. Dukkhameva sarva viveknaha. Now, what is the samskara dukkha and what is the gudavrutti avirodha? Very beautifully explained. Tomorrow we'll study that. Thank you. Sarvam Gurunam Charanara Vindarpanamastu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Now you see, when we complement our Vedanta of morning Upanishad with evening Bhagavad Ramayana and beautify it with yoga, how complete is our understanding for sadhana. Now you and I have to do something, especially the regular आने वाले, You pull your mind from all other distractions, listening to somebody else, going to somewhere else, doing some other job. No. All these four things which we are studying, भागवत अध्यात्म ब्राह्मण योग दर्शन एंड उपनिषद, इन्हीं को पूरा कॉम्प्लीमेंट करते हुए सब्सटेंशियल प्रोग्राम और प्रोजेक्ट और ए प्रॉपर प्लानिंग पर अपने साधना करने बनाने का कोशिश करो. Best of the four things, among all things, best four we are studying. So from this only, call out with your own maturity, your own steps of sadhana. Anywhere you go, nobody can tell greater things than it. They may say in a greater manner. That is different. They may have better language or vocabulary than this. उसको आपको अच्छा लगे तो उधर जाओ, but don't come here again. Don't jump yourself from here to there because of your distracted chanchala mana. Vedanta is giving us the Brahma Jnanam, Yoga Darshanam telling us the need and way of doing the Vritti Nirodha. The Bhagavatam is telling the need of our surrender to it, Lord, etc. And the Ramayana is giving us how to live life of Dharma like Rama. So बढ़िया है. तो इन्हीं में से इसको पढ़ते रहना एंड अपने लाइफ को देखना. Where do we stand? In our own mind, in our own spiritual evolution status. So depending on that understanding, what are the things out of these I have to call out for my sadhana. Make a project, make a program, involve in those things day in and day out. Then this growth will happen. Think about it. Thank you. See you tomorrow.